Hello there. I guess you gotta do a review, huh? Reviews aren't that hard if you know how to do them. I've been doing them for years, and they're not a problem if you know what you're doing. So I'll introduce you to my friend here. This is Fernie. I don't know if you can see him. He's can you see him in there? He's a hamster. Yeah. Fernie's pretty good at this kind of stuff, so I brought him along. Gonna help us a little bit. So how do you do this stuff, huh? First off, pick something you really want to do. That should be pretty easy. Something you know about and something you want to do. Maybe you got something you're shopping for already. If you got something like that, then you're in, right? I don't know. Could be a necklace. Could be earrings. Could be a car. Could be a guitar. That's something I shop for a little too much, I think. But anyway, you got all kinds. Could be a cigar. Whatever you want to review. So that's first. You got to know what you want to do. So you can pick anything you want. It could even be buying a hamster, although that seems a little far-fetched. But if you make it active, something you're really working on already, you're in really good shape, right? Okay. So let's. What'd you say, Fernie? You don't know? Okay. I got you. You don't know how to do this stuff, huh? Okay, well, let's look at it. Let's look at it. Yeah, I know. No, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. So, you want to have some knowledge of this. You want to pick what you're going to review. So, I'm going to make a suggestion. A lot of reviewers of all kinds of different items. The first thing they're going to do is what? First impressions, right? First impressions. So, if it's something like this, first impressions have to do with how the thing sounds, how it looks, how it feels, you know. Immediate impressions. Now, these are not always correct. Yeah, what'd you say? Yeah, right, I'll get to that. These are not always correct, but they're a good starting point. So you got first impressions, right? Then, you want to look at what, in this case, what would help somebody who plays guitars get a good idea of whether or not this is worth their money, worth their time, whatever it is, right? So you want to, then, once you've gotten past the first impressions, you've identified what it is you're reviewing, you've given some background information about it, in this case, how much the list price is, how much the street price is. These are easy to find, right? What the model number is, and you know, what? Yeah, no, I'm going to do that right now. I'm doing that right now. The intro. This is so important in this thing because you either lose your reader or you get your reader right away, so you got to be colorful with that. Remember, you can put pictures, sound files, whatever you want to do. You make it like columns, like a journalistic style. That's fine, but if you don't grab them right away with your first paragraph, you're not going to grab them. So you want to come in with an introduction that it has some grab to it, has some interest to it. Then you got the possibility of first impressions. Then you want to go into the details. William James, famous American philosopher, said, "No one sees any further into a generalization than his, or let's say her, knowledge of the details extends." In other words, you got to know your stuff. You don't know your stuff, you probably shouldn't have picked that topic. Don't know about hamsters, you don't know about pet stores, don't write about those. Yeah, I got that. Okay, so then you got to get into the details. You got to get into the nitty-gritty. What are the specifics about this? Now, if I were to use this guitar as an example, this is a Martin guitar, and I'd want to talk about the action, how good the action is, how well it plays. I'd want to know all about the woods. Got a solid spruce top, solid rosewood back and sides, right? In this case, we'd go into depth and detail about the electronics, how it sounds, all of that. You know, what the string length is, the scale, how the neck feels, how the tuning pegs work, all the details. We get into the details. That's what we need to do, right? Yeah, you're absolutely right. So, we'd then, obviously, move through a lot of the details and provide our particular insights into those details. All right? So that's going to flesh out the body of that thing big time because there are a lot of details. Then we got our conclusion, right? How does it stack up against other guitars that are similar in the market, right? Price-wise, quality-wise, sound-wise, all that stuff, right? All right. So that's the idea. Not that difficult, eh? To do something like that. Okay, well, I'm going to move Bernie out of here for just a second. Since probably most of you, none of you got a chance to come over and see me at the concert at Porterville College where I played on Friday night. I'll play you just a little bit of what I played. So, there's that dolphin song there. That dolphin song.